Yo, RX back with another recap of UFC Mexico Moreno versus Urseg. We back with another recap of a card that was pretty good. I can say pretty good, not bad at all. It was way better than London last week, I can tell you that much. There were some finishes, there were some good fights. I was right before I started the video, the recording, I was looking over the card trying to think, what bad could I point out? I don't got much. There's very little bad to point out for this card. It was very fun. I really can't complain. It was a very, very fun card. Mexico got a good one this time. Like, last time they came to Mexico last year was not great. This time it was pretty good. And their fighters actually won. I mean, I think only one Mexican lost on the card, and we'll get to that when we get to that. But overall, it was a fun night of fights. Some good finishes. Very little bad to speak of. Judging was good. I can't complain. I thought it was a fun night of fights, and I can't really say anything bad about this card. So, one of the best cards we've had so far in 2025, and I'm happy to be able to say that after London last week. I'm trying to think, what was the last good card we had where I was talking like this about it? What was that one card with the great prelims of all finishes? That was... what fucking card? That was only a few weeks ago, I believe. I don't remember what card that was, but that was a really good card as well. So, very good card. Very, very good card in Mexico City, and I'm excited to recap it. So, of course, before I do, let's get the last little things out of the way before we get into this recap. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. 100 subs goal by the end of 2025. That's obvious. I don't think I really need to explain that to y'all by now. You know what I mean. And then the other thing, again, this is a recap, this ain't a breakdown, so with the breakdowns I go in depth and it'll be a little bit longer. Recaps, I'm not going to try and go super, long in depth, so this will probably still be close to an hour long, if not over an hour, but I'm not going to, take so long in every fight. At least I'm not going to try to, at least, so we'll see how well that works. And again, if y'all want me to go back to the longer recap, just let me know. But as of right now, I'm going to try this out and see how it goes. So, outside of that, can't really think much else to add. It was a really good card. I'm excited to recap it. And let's see what we can say about a very, very good night in Mexico City. You ready? I know I am. Let's go. I'll start off with some bad news. Obviously, you see this was a 12-fight card, and we did break down 13 in the breakdown. So let's talk about why. We did lose a fight on fight day. Kelvin Gastelum and Joe Pyfer got canned. Pyfer got sick, and that fight got canceled a few hours before the card. Sucks. It really does suck, but could have been worse, and hopefully it gets booked again ASAP. So, Pyfer only got sick, so it's not something that's going to keep him out for a while. Maybe for that Kansas City card that really needs some help right now, or a card down the line, would be a good addition to it. So, cool Apex co-main event, something along those lines. Hopefully it gets us rebooked ASAP. Again, always sucks to lose a fight on fight day, but could have been worse. Could have been worse. Besides that, we still had 12 good fights, and let's talk about them with probably and it's funny, we start with what could have easily been the worst fight on the card, but that's why it was the opening fight of said card, as we began the night in the very busy lightweight division, as it always is, it seems, as we began with MarQuel Mederos versus Austin Hubbard. Yeah, this could easily be the worst fight of the night. I'm struggling to see what could have been worse. So, this could have easily been the worst fight of the night. It was it was not a good fight. In round 1, they did mainly striking, but neither guy really landed much. It was a very quiet round. He could have went either way. I leaned to Mederos, and all the judges agreed, and he got the nod in that round. Round 2 was Austin Hubbard's best round. He held Mederos down, did no damage, and won the round. Well, he held him down, or laid on, or hung on his goddamn back for 5 minutes. There we go. And then round 3, the round I guess people are debating, even though I think it's a clear round. Hubbard took him down, laid on him for a good while, but Mederos did land an elbow on the ground that cut him open pretty badly. And after that, he was able to get up, end the fight on top, and win the decision. He clearly won round 3. I don't know why people are debating that. What did Austin Hubbard do in round 3? Like, yeah, outside of the elbow, Mederos did nothing. But he did damage. Hubbard didn't land a fucking punch in round 3. Mederos doesn't have a goddamn scratch on him. Hubbard's cut open bleeding. So, yes, without the elbow, Hubbard wins this fight. But with the elbow, Mederos wins this fight. Like, I get y'all bet on Hubbard and all that shit, but, like, he did not win this fight. Like, I don't know what y'all are, like, a lot of people are bitching on Twitter after, but it's a pretty clear fight to score. If anything, if you want to debate a round for Hubbard, you debate round 1, because that was the closest round to fight. Round 2 was clear, round 3 was clear. Round 2 was debatable, or round 1 was debatable. So, like, you don't win a round if you lay on me for 3.5 minutes, and then I elbow you and cut you open, who did more? You laid on me and did no damage. I elbowed you and cut you open. Who did more? Yeah, exactly. Mederos clearly won this fight. And no, I'm not saying that because he's my pick. I'm being honest. You know me. I think last week I said Taco Padilla didn't win because he didn't. I'll be honest. And Mederos won this goddamn fight pretty clearly. So, doesn't matter. Not really. They both fucking suck. But let's not pretend Mederos didn't win this fight, because he did win this fight. Hubbard did nothing in round 3 to warrant getting the decision. He laid on a guy, got cut open, and fucking lost. I'd do more. Find a way to do more than lay on a guy for 5 minutes. It's not that hard. Outside of that, not very much to say about the fight. Again, could have probably the worst fight of the night. Really, nothing happened. Again, the biggest moment of the fight was an elbow that I don't even remember seeing happen. They just said it happened. I might have been looking away because I was so bored. But yeah, bad fight, bad fighters. Not a great way to begin the night, but at least the worst fight of the night happened at the beginning. So, not much to say about the fight. Judges got it right, and that's about that. Now let's talk about the fighters real quick. I don't got a lot to say. MarQuel sucks. You're having a close, debatable split decision with Austin Hubbard. You suck. Like, he did it, like, I don't know, like, why he didn't, like, the altitude didn't do anything. He did not gas at all. Why the fuck are you having a close fight with Austin Hubbard? Of all people, a guy you should beat easily, that anyone with talent should beat easily. Austin Hubbard's fucking terrible. Like, you should not be going to a split decision with him and winning by a fucking hair. So, do better. But he just won't. He's not that good. Mederos will not go far in the UFC. Let alone at lightweight. This dude's going to lose very quickly. Probably his next fight, because he's not very good. Sorry for your background noise, by the way. I'm recording this on Sunday afternoon. So, FYI. But, yeah, I don't got much to say about Mederos. This dude's not a prospect at lightweight. He's not good. He's going to lose very quickly. If you're having a close fight with Austin Hubbard, and he didn't even beat Landon Quinones that dominantly, this guy's not going to go far at lightweight. He just does not have the tools. Again, you barely beat Austin Hubbard. Okay, man. Good luck against anyone who's good. And speaking of Austin Hubbard, yeah, he still sucks. Always has. Always will. He should be cut, but since he got gifted that Figlac robbery, he probably won't get cut. The UFC likes him for some fucking reason, and he'll probably get another fight. So, I hope he gets cut because he sucks, but it is very, very unlikely. So, we'll probably have to watch him lose another fight because he's terrible. Aside that, not very much else to say. Do I even care to do a fight idea? Like, I'll take a quick look, but like, it's kind of hard to give you a fight idea after you barely beat Austin Hubbard, because if you're struggling against him, who the fuck am I gonna give you that you won't look shit against? Like, let's see, where the fuck did I get to dork ranked? 81. All these guys probably beat him. All these guys probably beat Mederos, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not gonna give him a fight idea, because like, all these guys look levels above him. Literally every one of these. Maybe like a fucking, well, Zaitar got cut. Maybe Vucenic, who's awful. Or Balagioki. Outside of that, you're kinda shit out of luck, Mederos. Good luck, you're a needed kid, because you suck. And for Austin Hubbard, again, he sucks. I doubt he gets cut, but you never know. I hope. I fucking hope, because if I never have to see him fight again, I'm not upset. But the likeliness of him getting cut is unlikely, because the UFC for some reason likes this guy, so fuck. Not much else to say though. Not a great fight. The judges did get it right, and Mederos ain't shit out lightweight. This guy ain't going anywhere. So yeah, he's gonna lose very soon. Outside of that, not much else to say. Both these guys are not very good, and we'll see what Mederos does next. I have no fight idea for him, because how the fuck do I give you a fight idea after you barely beat Austin Hubbard? So we'll see what the kid can do. Maybe he'll get better, but it's unlikely. Bad fight to begin the night, but judges starting off hot. I like it. After that, we go to our second fight of the night, our first of, I think, 5 or 6 finishes tonight, and our first knockout in 2 weeks. Fuck London. As in our second fight of the night, we head down 10 pounds to the featherweight division. I know I said that same joke in the breakdown, shut up. As we had Jamall Emmers versus Gabriel Miranda. Yeah, this fight was brutal. Not much to say. They did a little bit of grappling early in the fight. Miranda was able to get him down, almost locked in a bottom arm triangle. I don't know if that's what you would even call it, or what it would even be called, but he did try it. Didn't even get close to getting it, but he did at least try it. But Emmers was able to survive that and get up. After he got up, then the beating started. He dropped Miranda pretty badly, let him up, dropped him again pretty badly, let him up, and then late into the round, I should say, he had him hurt really bad. He was pretty much out on his feet, and eventually Emmers landed a beautiful clinch right hand and sent Miranda out cold to the ground. A couple more ground and pound shots because the referee fucking sucked, and that was that. Jamall Emmers killed this fucking guy. Yeah, the main thing is they let us fight. The ref fucking sucks. He wanted to see a goddamn body, and he got what he wanted, because this fight could have been stopped minutes sooner. Miranda was out on his goddamn feet for like a minute. So terrible goddamn refereeing, and the prelims had these like fucking local referees, so they sucked ass. And yeah, late stoppage. Should have been stopped the second he hit the ground at the latest, but whatever. I feel bad for Miranda, since he took a lot of unwarranted, not needed damage, but that's the fight game, ain't it? So, and great fucking performance by Jamall Emmers. Dude looked fucking great. First fight in like a year, and he came out and looked great, so good for him, man. Good for pretty boy Emmers. He looked great, so can't really say much. Like, one... thank God we got a KO on this card. One of many. So, his card's already way better than London. Way better. So... see, we can still get KOs. It's not the gloves, it's not this or that, it's the fighters. You know, with Jamall Emmers, he got that KO. Good shit, pretty boy. Outside of that, not very much else I can think to say. It was after he escaped a submission attempt, it became a beating, and that was about that for Gabriel Miranda. So, late stoppage, should have been stopped sooner, but what can you do? Good one for Jamall Emmers. What a comeback. To talk about each guy real quick, not a lot to say about Jamall. 35 years old, still looking good in the UFC though. 4-4 now, back above 500. He looked good here. He looked good. He's really starting to like get power in his hands. He's flatlined Dennis Bazookia. He killed Gabriel Miranda. Dude's really starting to get power in his hands and starting to look really good and on the feet. So we'll see. This guy's like the most. He's like he's really good, but at featherweight he's like a not even a gatekeeper. He was a gatekeeper for a second. He was fighting all the prospects, but now he's just like a really decent guy. He's like a top 45, 50 guy at featherweight. He's pretty decent. So he's not a pushover. He has good striking. He has a passable ground game. He has good power. He's a good fighter. He's 35 years old, so he still has a lot. He still has a little bit left in the tank. Again, his first fight in a year. He looked really good. Hopefully he can stay active since he does not have a lot of fighting time left at 35, but he could still have a lot left in the tank in that, if that makes any sense. And we'll see how he looks, if he can stay active, and if we can see him again this year. He took really no damage, so hopefully we'll see Emmers back sooner than later. He looked really damn good here. Probably got robbed of a bonus, to be honest. They should have given bonus to every KO of the night. So, kind of feel bad he got robbed there. But either way, good win for Jamall Emmers. Looked great in his return. And then for Fly Miranda, God, this dude just is going on a KO world tour. Got KO'd in Paris, got KO'd in Mexico. Where is he getting KO'd next? Yeah, I feel bad for Miranda. He's not a bad fighter, but he just keeps getting these bad matchups. Benoit Saint-Denis, his debut. Morgan Charrier on short notice. Jamall Emmers. This dude just can't catch a break. The one time he did, he looked amazing and got a 59-second submission. So, but he's just one-dimensional. He has no striking. Literally none. He's a really good grappler, and that's it. If you can stop his grappling, you can beat him. And that's what Emmers did. And Emmers survived on the ground, so that's probably even more disheartening for Miranda, that he did actually get to fight where he wanted it, and he still couldn't get to finish. So kind of feel bad for him. I don't think he's a bad fighter, but he just can't really do much outside of grapple, and he just keeps fighting these guys who are way better than him. So guess that's the price you pay when you're one-dimensional. Sucks, but what can you really do, I guess? Can't really do much, can you? Feel bad for Miranda. Hopefully he doesn't get cut. I think he deserves one more fight. Stop flying him around the goddamn world. Let him go fight in Brazil or America. Like, stop flying him to fucking everywhere far away. So, hopefully he doesn't get cut. I wouldn't be shocked if he did, but 1-3 in the UFC. Getting KO'd 3 times ain't great, but I've seen worse. We'll see what they do with Fly Miranda. 35 years old, so that's not helping his case. And again, he is super one-dimensional and has no chin. So we'll see what happens with him, if he gets cut or not. All I left to say is, who should they fight next for Jamall Emmers? I think it's funny they got ranked 50. He's perfect at 50. He's like the bridge between the good fighters of the weight class and the bad ones. And I think he's perfect to be ranked 50. Who could he fight? Him and Morgan Charrier would be a really fun fight. Like, I think that'd be a banger. Him and Hakeem Dawodu could be kind of fun if Hakeem Dawodu ever fights again. I don't think he should fight any of these guys. These are kind of above his level. We're getting to above his level at this point, so I like the Cháirez or the Hakeem fight. Any other ones that stick out? He could test Isaac Bulgarian, but I think Isaac could get a better fight than that. Yeah, I think it's a little early to have Kevin Verhalte's fight fucking Jamall. And outside of that, I'm not saying much. Yeah, there's not really, unless you want him to like test another prospect, which I think he's kind of put that behind him. Unless you want him to test Bulgaria or Delgado, I mean Bulgarian, Bogdangrad, or fucking Kevin Vallejos. I really don't like any of those matchups. But again, him and Morgan Cháirez is a really good fight. I don't hate that, and him and Hakeem Dawodu is a good fight. So either one of those fights, I'm not opposed to. I'm bound to see either one of these. So let's see it. Morgan or Hakeem versus Jamall Emmers. I'm leaning more Hakeem. So let's see. Let's see if we can get that fight. Not very much else to say about this fight. I might give Gabriel a fight idea. Cause A, who would he fight? And B, I don't know if he's going to be in the UFC. So who knows? What I do know is great performance by Jamall Emmers. Great fight. Happy we finally got a knockout after 2 weeks. And who should they fight next? For Emmers, I like him versus Hakeem Dawodu. I think that's a pretty decent fight. And Miranda, hopefully he gets one more shot in the UFC. I don't think he's that bad. I think he's better than some of the featherweights they have on the roster, like a Lucas Alexander and fucking Lucas Almeida and fucking a few guys. So I hope he gets one more shot, but if he doesn't, he doesn't. What can you do? So yeah, not very much else to say. Great fight, great performance by Jamall Emmers, and I'll see him versus me and Hakeem. I think that would be a good fight if Hakeem ever fights again, you know. Who knows? But if he does, I think it's a good fight. So, let's see it. Hakeem, Emmers, book it. Good fight by Emmers, giving us our first KO in way too long. After that, we had to our third fight of the night, a fight that was annoyingly close, and it shouldn't have been, especially since you were my lock of the night, and I was fucking worried you're gonna choke this. And then our third fight of the night, we head back to lightweight for a fight that was way closer than it ever should have been, as we had Rafa García versus Vinc Pichel. Why was this fight close at all? Like, I'm happy my lock of the night won, but why did he have a close fight with a 62-year-old Vinc Pichel? So, the long story short with this fight, in round 1, Rafa García clearly won. He looked good, he landed some big shots, and that was that for the round. Not much happened, but he landed some big shots and took the round. I think got a takedown late also, so that helped. In round 2, Vinc Pichel had his best round, landing some really good shots. Rafa really couldn't get going in that round, and it was a very good round for Vinc Pichel. Round 3, when it all came down to round 3, it was close, but Rafa did enough to take the win there and win a 29-28. Kind of the same thing as happened in round 1. He just was able to land the bigger shots and win the fight. I think he got a takedown that round as well, so I don't remember. But all I do know, he clearly won the first and third and was able to win the fight at 30-27. It's complete bullshit, but whatever. If the right guy wins, then who cares? It happens, whatever. Stupid biased judging happens. What do you want to do? They got the right winner. Rafa clearly won the first and third, and that was about that. Still, you shouldn't be losing around to Vinc Pichel and having a close fight, but that's Rafa García for you. A guy who's just not very good, but he's able to squeak out these wins, so that's Rafa García for you. I think he had a close fight with Clay Guida as well, so what did that tell you? So, yeah, not really much else to say. It was a close fight when it really shouldn't have been. And, yeah, Rafa looked pretty bad against a 42-year-old A year layoff, Vinc Pichel. Good job, Rafa, you fuck. At least you won another lock of the night. W in the books. I think that's 3 in a row now, which is awesome. And at least you didn't fuck it. You didn't completely fuck up, but you still had a close fight with Vinc Pichel in 2025. Dumbass. Whatever. Not much else to say about the fight. It wasn't amazing. Nothing crazy happened. The highlight of the fight was Pichel not being a complete pushover and actually doing decent. So then we talked about that in round 2. So about really all I could say about the fight. So yeah. Now to talk about the fighters real quick. Not gonna say much about Rafa again. You're a fucking bum. Like, how do you have a close fight with Vinc Pichel in 2025? Like, I don't get it. He's not that good. Like, Rafa's not very good. I've been saying that for a while. Like, I remember I picked Machete to beat him because I didn't think Rafa was that good, and I'm kind of right. He's not that good. His fight with Clay Guida was kind of close as well. Grant Dawson beat him, which, come on, he lost to Grant Dawson. Then you had a close fight with Vinc Pichel. This dude's just not good. He has no power in his hands. He's not a finisher. He's a complete decision machine. Terrible fight IQ. He's just not that good. He loses to a lot of guys you wouldn't expect him to lose to, because he's just not that good. It's truly that simple. Again, you had a close fight with Vinc Pichel in 2025. I'm not trying to shit on Pichel, but dude's 42. Ismael Bonfim did better against him. Mark O. Madsen did better against him. That says a lot. That truly does. And then to talk about old man Pichel, not really much to say. 42 years old, he went out there and looked pretty good. I think he earned himself another UFC shot with that performance. He showed he can still go. 42 years old, he still can go. And fuck it, give him another shot. So he looked pretty decent here. Again, I thought he was going to look kind of shitty because he did not look that good against Mark Madsen or Ismael Bonfim, but he was able to look pretty good here. So fuck it, give him another shot. Who cares? I think he's earned that. 42 years old, still. Hell, I think he looked better than Jan did last week. Shit, you want to talk about 42-year-olds in UFC? Pichel looked good. Give him another UFC shot. Fuck it, why not? I don't see why not. Outside of that, is there anything else to really say? Like, I could give Rafa a fight idea. I don't think he earned it, but I could give him another fight idea. Or give him a fight idea, not another. But, like, who? Like, he could fight Guram, but, Elvis Brenner would be a fun fight, I guess. Jared Gordon would be a decent fight. Ismael Bonfim wouldn't be a terrible fight. I don't mind that fucking Elvis Brenner fight. That could actually be pretty fun. Outside of that, Rafa does not deserve anyone in this category. Again, Ismael maybe, or I would say either Ismael or Elvis Brenner would make the most sense. Because outside of that, I'm not saying a lot. So, Brenner or Ismael Bonfim, I'd probably lean Elvis Brenner. I think that'd be a pretty fun fight. And yeah, fuck it, why not? Elvis Brenner, Rafa García, be a pretty good fight. I think at least that'd be a pretty fun fight, so let's see it. That Brenner was meant to fight on this card against Zoe Huber. That fight's not going to get rescheduled because Zoe Huber's fighting Michael Johnson, so let's see Rafa and Brenner. Sounds like a good fight to me. Outside of that, I'm 100% taking Brenner in that fight, by the way. Outside of that, not really a lot else to say. Pretty bad fight. Rafa García had to have a close fight with Vinc Pichel. Again, really. And outside of that, outside of Pichel not being completely awful, he's still looking pretty good at 42. There's really nothing to talk about with this fight because it was pretty bad. So it was one guy throwing decent shots and the other just leaping into shots because he's short. So Outside that, who should Rafa fight next? I like him and Brenner. I think that'd be a decent fight, I guess. Why not? And, yeah, not very much else to say. Give Pichel one more shot in the UFC. I think he's earned it. And for Rafa, let's see him fight someone who's not old and shitty. Because his last 2 wins are Guida and Pichel. Great wins, dude. Great wins. God, Rafa's overrated. How do you look this bad against Vinc Pichel? Whatever. Got the win. Lock of the night. Locked in. And won. And let's see him against Brenner. Now I'm going to say a good win for Rafa because I'd be lying. Next, we go to our 4th fight of the night. My opinion, the fight of the night. This fight was fucking awesome. Yes, I know my pick, my favorite fighter on the card lost, but I can still appreciate a banger when I see one, and I told y'all she was not going to win. As in our 4th fight of the night in the strawweight division, we had a banger. I said it again, a banger. I should have got fight of the night between Loopy Godinez versus Julia Polastri. What a goddamn fight. The first 2 rounds we can completely just skip. Loopy took her down and kind of dominated Polastri for 2 rounds. Then round 3 started and shit just hit the fan. I don't need to bring up my verdict scorecards. It's exactly the same. Shit hit the fan in round 3, because Polastri came out like a fucking Terminator and just kicked some ass. She walked Loopy down for 5 minutes, hands down, and just beat her up. Couldn't get the finish, didn't really hurt her that badly, but she just showed she's a fucking badass, and this is why I'm a fan of Julia Polastri. She's a fucking badass, and she won round 3. Yeah, lost the fight overall, but she I think got more out of this fight than Loopy did. Loopy beat an unranked fighter and did not look great. Julia came in on short notice in enemy territory against a ranked fighter and looked fucking great. Her cardio's insane. Her takedown defense got good in round 3, and just fucking terminated her way to a fucking awesome round 3, so good for her. I did not expect her to win, and she didn't, but she still got more out of this than she than expected, and Julia Polastri is fucking awesome. So good win for Loopy. As expected, you should be an unranked fighter who's in their 3rd UFC fight and who's not really ready for a ranked fight yet, but she will be soon. Polastri will be soon. And for Loopy, good win, good way to get back on track, and you definitely were scared in that round 3 though. She was shooting bricks in round 3, so can't blame her, because Polastri's fucking a badass, man. Awesome fight, great fight, and should have got fight of the night. My pick for fight of the night. That fight was fucking awesome. That round 3 was easily the round of the night, so awesome. Not very much else to say about the fight. Again, fight of the night, badass round 3. You can skip round 1 and 2, just watch round 3. It was awesome. And, yeah, I enjoyed it. That's very good. Now to talk about each fighter real quick. I don't really have much to say about Loopy. You beat an unranked fighter who came in on short notice. Good job. We know Loopy's really good when she's on. In this fight, she was on. She looked great in the first 2 rounds. Her takedowns are so fucking good. And we'll see who she fights next. Getting back on track after 2 tough L's. We'll see what happens with Loopy next. She'll probably be fighting another ranked fighter again, so we'll see how she does. Not very much to say. Polastri, again, is probably the star of this fight, because if she was even in a loss, she probably got more out of this than fucking Loopy did, because she looked awesome. In that round, her striking's really good. She's really tough. Her cardio is insane. In fucking Mexico, which is high above sea level and all that bullshit. She wasn't breathing hard in round 3 at all. She wasn't fucking sweating. Like, she looked amazing in round 3, stopping takedowns, beating the shit out of Loopy. She's gonna be good. She's 27 years old right now, doing this against the 11th ranked fighter in her 3rd fight. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, she'll be like a ranked fighter. She is really good. If she can get some takedown defense, good luck beating her, because her striking is good. She's tough as nails. She doesn't gas. Good luck. I told, like, I'm not a fan of Polastri just because she's really fucking good. So, I don't know what else you want me to say. If just to improve my point that she's really good, I don't know what will. Give her time. Give her time. 3rd UFC fight. Wait till she's on her 7th or 8th and she's in the top 15. Give it time. Besides that, don't really got much else to say for Loopy. Given a fight idea for Loopy, I mean, is what I meant to say at first. Again, she'll probably be back fighting in the top 15, because why would you have her fight outside the top 15 again after just doing that and winning? So who could she fight? Probably Asman Lucindo, because everyone else is kind of booked. Tisha's fighting Pinheiro, Angie, she already fought. Jill is fighting Marina, she already fought Tabby. So unless Asman fights Angie, which I doubt, I probably would say Loopy should fight Asman after coming off that L. And Angie could fight Hebos, who I don't think is booked at the moment, so yeah. Loopy versus Asman. Asman coming off that awful performance against Amanda Lemos. Let's see it. Loopy Godinez, Asman Lucindo. Book it. Sounds like a good fight to me. And then for Polastri, she'll probably heal up and be back against someone outside of the top 15, and she'll probably beat him. So there's a lot of options. I wouldn't be shocked if she gets one of the lesser fighters, like a goddamn Karolina Kowalkiewicz or someone along those lines, someone who we know she's going to beat. So yeah, give her a striker and see what happens. She's going to beat their goddamn ass for 15 minutes, so can't wait. Great fight. Great fight again. Should have got 5 tonight. That round 3 was fucking amazing. And who should they fight next? I like Loopy Godinez versus Asman Lucindo. Makes a lot of sense. Why would Loopy fight outside the top 15 again? Who would she even fight? There was really no one chomping at the bits at the moment for that fight, so outside of the top 15, strawweight is kind of weak. Outside of what Julia and Rumor Luke Boomy, so you're kind of in a pickle there. And yeah, Loopy, Asman, Lucindo, book it. For Polastri, peel up, probably go back to fight night and like the Apex or some bullshit, and go get a win outside the top 15. She will be in top 15 sooner than later though, so give it time. 3rd UFC fight again. 3rd UFC fight on short notice, doing this against number 11. She'll be good. Trust me, she'll bounce back from this. Great fight. Loopy, good win. Even though, again, a lot of asterisks next to it, but whatever. Loopy versus Asman Lucindo. Polastri will heal up and beat someone outside of top 15 and bounce back from this. Great fight, ladies. Should have got 5 tonight, and badass fight. After that, we go to our new co-main event of the prelims, since the featured prelim in the breakdown, which was Cháirez and Edgar, got moved up to the main card due to Piper's cancellation. So now this is a co-main to the prelims, and what the co-main was before is now the featured prelim. If any of that made fucking sense, as we go into our fifth fight of the night in the featherweight division, a fight I love to watch, and I fucking told y'all, as we had in our 5th fight of the night, our prelim co-main event, Melquizael Costa versus Christian Rodríguez. I told y'all. I fucking tell y'all this shit. Don't listen. C-Rod is not good. When are y'all gonna learn this? He's not good at all. He only beats fraud cans, dog. Who is gonna fucking start listening to me? For the first 2 rounds of the fight, Costa beat the shit out of Rodríguez. All Rodríguez wanted to do in the first 2 rounds is, well, all he wanted to do all fight was cuddle, and in the first 2 rounds, Costa said, nah, bruh, I'm beating your ass, and he did. He landed some nice clinch shots, he hurt him a few times. He out-scrambled him. Costa looked great in the first 2 rounds. He did gas in round 3 and dropped the 3rd round, but it didn't mean anything because he won the first 2 rounds, so who cares? clear 29-28 Costa. People tried to cry robbery, but, you know, that's stupid C-Rod fans who think he's good for doing nothing. And Costa clearly wins this fight, and he did. Judges agreed. All three scored at 29-28, and good job. It's that simple. C-Rod is not good. Costa is really good, and now that's 2 wins in the span of, what, a month? Against Andre Fili and C-Rod? Costa, you can get a break now. You deserve it. Take a break, come back in the summer, and we'll see you when we see you. So, chill. Thank you for doing this, and great one. Great one. Great fight. I loved watching C-Rod get beat up. It was so funny to be proven right. Like fucking, not always, but like this one time. I enjoyed it. I loved it. And, hard to complain. I enjoyed it, man. I told y'all. Y'all gotta listen to me. When I say someone's not good, they're usually not good. And I was right. C-Rod is not good. Enough about that, though. Great fight. Clear win for Costa. Clearly won the first 2 rounds. Cry in the car about it. I don't care. Let's talk about Mel Costa. Not a lot to say, because I already said what I pretty much had to say. 2 wins in the span of almost a month. Again, Costa, you could take a break now. Go heal up and relax. You've earned a little bit of a break, so heal up, relax, and we'll see you again when we see you. 3-fight winning streak now at featherweight, looking amazing. 4-1 in the division now. His only loss was to Steve García, who's amazing in his own right. So, Costa's good, man. Costa's really fucking good, and 28 years old. This kid's good. He's now not far from being a ranked fighter. One more good win, you can make a debate, so. And he's active. We'll probably see him at least 2 more times this year, so. Again, take a break, milk, and go heal up. If I see you have a fight booked by the end of this fucking, the next week, if you have a fight booked before the Emmett Murphy card even happens, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Relax, you're gonna fucking Kevin Hahn yourself. Take a break. Great wins, Fili and Rodríguez back-to-back in the span of a month, but relax, you've earned it. And then for this can, again, I told y'all, who has he beat? Raul, okay, so let's go down his win. Joshua Weems. Who? Raul Rosas. Dog shit. Cameron Saimon. Oh yeah, he was a fighter. I forgot about him. He lost to Bulgarian. And Austin Bashi, who was awful. You can't make a case for any of his ones being good. And who has he lost to? Everyone good he has fought. C-Rod sucks. When are y'all gonna learn this? He's not good. He only beats these fraud cans who suck ass. He lost to Bulgarian. But he beat Raul Rosas, who we'll talk about later, is a joke. Cameron Saimon, y'all don't even remember who that is. Austin Bashi, garbage. Come on already. Like, how... I get wins are nice, but if they are meaningless can wins, who cares? So, y'all are fucking grasping at straws to be the... Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all about this guy, he's going to be the next guy up. No, he's not. He's ass. Admit it. I was right. C-Rod sucks. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I was right. Stick to beating fraud cans who are going to lose to someone anyway, because they're not good. Simple as that. Now talk about who Mel Costa should fight next. No, I'm not giving C-Rod a fight idea. I don't care. Go beat up some fraud can from the Contender Series. For Melquizael, there's some good fights from him. He's definitely earned a pretty good fight. Not a top 15 fight, let's not get crazy now, but he's earned a pretty decent fight now. I think he's jumped all of these guys at this point. Jumped all of these guys. He just beat Fili. Who did I say Costa should fight after the Fili fight? I don't remember. I'm going to pause the recording and go check that out real quick. I'll be right back. I said he should fight Alex Cáceres, and I just went to my Instagram and looked and saw that idea because I put them all on my IG and my Twitter. I don't hate that idea. I think that idea still stands because looking at everyone else, Choi should fight Cub, as I've said a few times now lately. Nathaniel Wood has earned don't need to fight another guy like that. He's earned a big fight. He should fight Yusuf. Hydermill should fight Nate Landwehr. William Gomez is a joke. Or Garcia and Shepe fight Edson and Calvin. So that leaves really very few options. That leaves Bruce Leroy, who I think is the perfect fight for Mel Costa. So, yeah, I stand by what I said after the Feely fight. Costa, Alex Caceres, book it. It makes sense. It'd be a good fight. Book it. There's no one else. Everyone else has a more logical fight lined up for them. So, let's do it. Mel Costa, Alex Caceres. Caceres will probably be ready to fight sooner than later, so let's do it, man. I don't know who else you would have Melk fight. Naimov, that's a step backwards. Fucking William Gomez, that's a step backward. Let's do it. Bruce Leroy, Melk Costa, book it. So, yeah, not very much else to say. Very good win for Mel Costa. I told y'all C-Rod sucks. And yeah, Mel Costa's really fucking good at featherweight. He even looked good at lightweight in his debut, which is crazy, so. But at featherweight, 4-1 now, 3-fight winning streak, 2 wins in a span of a month, almost. This guy's good. But please, take a break and heal up. You're gonna fucking burn yourself out if you fight again within a month. So, heal up, relax, and let's see Mel Costa versus Alex Caceres sometime in the summer. So, sounds a good fight to me, so book it. Costa, Caceres, banger, book it. God, I don't even know what to think of that fight. I'm a fan of both. I would hate to see either lose. Damn it. But, gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see it. Great one for Costa. This dude's really good. Something C-Rod is not. And, told y'all. I told y'all. And now, so for a fight I was wrong about to an extent, our featured prelim in the middle weight division. This was the prelim co-main event, now it is the prelim main event with everything that happened, as I said in the last fight. As in our prelim main event of the evening, we had a beautiful fight to watch. I enjoyed this as well. As to end our prelims, we had Ateba Gautier, I think that's how you say it, versus José Medina. I'm gonna shock you when I say José Medina did José Medina shit. He didn't block a punch, he just ate punches, and eventually Ateba finally was able to break this guy's chin and knock him out. Thank God. Someone finally broke this loser's chin. You'll love to see it. Yeah, that's about what happened. I'm not even trying to be funny, that's pretty much what happened. Jose blocked no punches, ate every punch, eventually got rocked, blatantly got rocked, but he pretended he wasn't as he went up against the cage, rocked as fuck, and then Ateba swarmed him, kneed him in the face, dropped him, and it was over. The ref saved Medina's goddamn life. So, great win for Ateba in his debut, looked great, and got the bonus, our first bonus winner of the night. Yeah, this guy has power, but we knew that already. We didn't have anything else answered about him, but we know he has power. And he was finally able to break Medina's Medina's dumbass chin. So, that's that. Pretty simple fight. Let's talk about the fighters, because, again, it was pretty fucking simple of a fight. Let's talk about Ateba, 1-0 now in the UFC. He's good in round 1. How does he look outside round 1? I don't remember his Contender Series fight, but I think he looked good there. How does he look when he can't knock someone out, though? I get he's getting to Francis comparisons, but what happens when he can't KO someone? Like with Francis in the first Stipe fight. So, I think Ateba could be good, but we don't have answers about him yet. We know, can he stop a takedown? If he is taken down, can he get up? Can he go 15 minutes or at least 10 minutes? We don't know yet. We're gonna find out. hopefully sooner than later, or he just keeps killing everyone in round 1, which is also cool. So, hell, he's already as good as Francis. Power, check. That's all you need to be as good as Francis Ngannou, so. Let's see what the Ateba can do. We'll see. Beating Medina means fuck all, but I guess KOing him was impressive since no one has been able to do that yet. So, very, very interesting stuff. Great win for Ateba. Well, we'll see if this guy's actually good though, or does he just hit really damn hard. And I'm gonna click on Medina's profile. He doesn't deserve it. He's a joke. Fucking cut him already. You can't even say he's tough anymore. He got KO'd. Now fucking cut him. It's over. Piss off. Fuck off. The worst Contender Series signing of all time. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye. Now to give a quick fight idea for Ateba. You're obviously not gonna push him super high up the rankings yet. He's 22 years old. He's only on his 8th fight, 7th, 8th fight. So you're gonna build him up slowly. You're gonna give him another pretty bad fighter. So you're not gonna push him to the moon yet. You slowly build him up. Who do you have him fight next though? Cause how do you find someone as shitty as fucking? Well, you want to build him up slowly. So who do you give him that's like a step up from Medina? Anybody on the roster, but not seriously. Who? If I'm trying to be funny, but if I'm honest, I'm trying to be honest. I don't know. God, middleweight has a Mansour Abdul Malik and Ateba now to deal with. They better pray these guys are frauds, cause they're gonna be knocking heads around. It sucks Abdul Razak Al Hassan just got cut, cause that would have been perfect. Could you imagine that fight? But since that's off the table, who could Ateba fight? Again, you give him someone not much better than Medina, because he's still super young and super green. So who? Ozzy Diaz? I don't know about that one. It sucks they cut Ihor as well, because he had been perfect for this job. The Jordan Santos and Robert Brychek. That's not bad. Brychek might not be a bad option, since he had that awful fight against Ihor Potieria. That's not a bad option. Because outside of that, like all the other guys who we could have fought have been cut. So now his options, I think, are down to Puliev, Brychek, and Santos. Or Ozzy Diaz. But I don't even think you want him fighting an Ozzy Diaz right now. You want him fighting someone who's pretty much a punching bag. Get him some fucking experience in the UFC. So why not Robert Brychek? I'm down to see that. Let's do it. Robert Brychek versus Ateba. Brychek's not fought since that Ihor fight last year. He's fucking terrible. He's perfect for Ateba to knock out. Book it. Works for me, brother. So, there you go. Ateba versus Robert Brychek. Works for me. He's not much better than Medina, but he is a little bit better, I think. So let's see him get knocked out by Ateba. Works for me. Because again, with a guy like Ateba, who's 22 years old and super green, you want to build him up slowly. And Robert Brychek's the perfect tiny jump up from Jose Medina. Then after he wins that, then you go Ozzy Diaz or the Jordan Santos, and then you go slowly. This is a guy you can't push. And unless he just starts knocking heads in seconds, you build him up slowly. So, Robert Brychek's the fight. And outside of that, there's not very much else you can say. Quick, easy one for Ateba in his debut. Medina's a fucking pathetic excuse for a fighter, because he's not a fighter, he's just a punching bag. Again, the worst Contender Series signing of all time. And for Ateba, great win. Great debut, looked great, nice knockout. Thank you for sending this clown to the Shadow Realm finally. And who should he fight next? I like Ateba versus Robert Brychek. I think he's still on the roster, by the way. If Brychek's on the roster, then I'll say someone else, probably to Jordan or Puliev. But if Brychek is still on the roster, because I think he is, then that's the fight. So, Ateba versus Brychek, easy win for Ateba to get another more experience under his belt, and let's see him knock out another tomato can. Got built him up slowly. Great one for Ateba in his debut. Let's see if middleweight has a new problem from Cameroon. Boom! Prelims done. 54 minutes. I lied about these being quicker recaps, didn't I? God damn it. God, yeah, my bad. I thought I would be quicker with the recaps. I'm not. But, yeah, these were pretty decent prelims. After the first fight, the prelims got pretty good. Emmers looked great. And this fight was kind of shit. Great, great, and great. So, 4 good ones, 2 bad ones. Hard to complain about that. And it was a very fun prelims. Now we move on to the main card, and a lot happened here. Let's talk about it as we begin in our main card opener in the flyweight division, a very busy weight class on said main card, as we began with a fraud checking, which you'd love to see, between Kevin Borjas versus Ronaldo Rodríguez. Wow, holy goddamn fraud check, Batman. Lazy Boy sucks. He fucking blows. He's fucking awful. God damn. Damn, Demetrius Johnson. Like, he got completely embarrassed here to the nth degree. Like, in round 1, he got dropped twice. In round 2, he got cracked. In round 3, he didn't do really anything. He got fucking embarrassed. What a fraud checking by Borjas. You'll love to see it, man. Congrats to Borjas. Amazing win, dude. And, fraud checked. I guess we didn't get the chance to see an undefeated fraud checking, so we got Lazy Boy instead. That works for me. Just as funny. So, yeah, pretty simple fight. Lazy Boy got embarrassed for 15 minutes. You'd love to see it. You'd love to see it. What a fucking fight. I don't even dislike Lazy Boy, but it's funny to see a guy get fraud checked, so good job, Borjas. That's all I really gotta say about the fight. He got fucking embarrassed for 15 minutes. So, crazy. Let's talk about the fighters real quick. For Borjas, good job. You beat up, but you finally got that win you deserve, because you got a tough-ass first 2 UFC fights. And now, let's see if he can build on this. He looked great, but did he actually get better, or did he fight a tomato can? We're gonna find out. Great win for Borjas. You deserved it after fighting Van and Costa in your first 2 UFC fights. And, yeah, good win, man. Keeping your job. Did a great job. Fraud checking 101. Good job, Borjas. And then for Lazy Boy Rodríguez, the fraud has been checked. What the fuck happened here, dude? So you missed weight. Well, beginning with that, I even forgot about that part. He missed fucking weight for this fight. And then he looks like that. Dude, you fucked up so badly. What the fuck is wrong with this dude? The UFC wanted to push him so bad, but he just couldn't. He's not good. He has no striking. He has no blocking on the feet. He only shot 2 takedowns the whole fight. What the fuck? He could have won this fight if he went for a grappling game plan after round 1. I don't know why the fuck he tried to become Mr. Striker. You're not a striker. You're not good at striking. You are a grappler. You fucking suck at striking. Fucking, this is the same thing that, why did you not do the same thing you did against Ode Osborne? He dropped you and then you became super grappler. Why not do the same thing here? You fucking moron. I guess I can't be that shocked he did lose to Jerome Rivera on a Contender Series. I know a lot of people don't even know who that is. If you do, you know you know. You fucking dummy. Just no fight IQ from this guy. Just 0. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, or not thinking. I don't know why he thought he was Brand Moreno. Dude, you're a grappler. You can't strike for shit. Fucking dummy, dog. You missed weight, you lost to a tomato can, they were trying to give you a layup, and now you're done. You've been defrauded. The UFC you're gonna be on the goddamn prelims of the next Mexico card, if that. You might be in the goddamn Apex. You fucking suck. Fucking dummy, dog. Like, are you so lazy you can't even put your fucking hands up to block a punch? I don't know, man. I don't know. We got a fraud check on this card, and you love to see it, so. But goddamn, man, this is not even one, like, dude, he could have won this fight easily if he just went grappler mode, but he's a fucking dummy. So, I don't know what you want me to say. I truly don't know what you want me to say. Fraud checked. Outside of that, not really much else to say. I might look for a little fight idea for Borjas. I think he's definitely earned it, and I think he would probably get it. He deserves a pretty good fight after just fraud checking one of the UFC's favorite prospects in the division. But who should he fight? All these guys are a step backwards. Cháirez, and that's kind of a step backwards for Cháirez. No, Jesus should fight. I still stand by Jesus should fight Lonnie. Felipe, Borjas could fight either as that or Clay Carpenter would be a good fight for him. Me, probably as that Maxim. Dude hasn't fought in a while, so I don't think that's a bad fight for, ow, bit my tongue, for Borjas. Outside of that, I'm not really sure who else he could fight that's not a step backwards for him or who he's fighting. Felipe Dos Santos, you know, what's the real point of that? Jesus Aguilar should fight Lonnie Kavanagh. Edgar that would be a step backwards for Edgar Cháirez. And outside of that, who? So, yeah, that Maxim would make a lot of sense. I think that's a good fight for Borjas. And, let's see it. Kevin Borjas, that Maxim. Sounds good to me. Cool Apex prelim. Book it. So, sounds good to me. I can't really, say anything bad about that fight. I think it makes a lot of sense. So do it. And for Lazy Boy, he'll probably go fight a tomato can on the goddamn prelims of the next Mexico card, or he might be the tomato can in that fight, we'll see. What I do know is, great one for Kevin Borjas, great fraud checking by Kevin Borjas. Lazy Boy, the UFC wanted you to be a star so badly, and you just suck. Good job, dude. Good job. Great one for Borjas, great fraud checking, and who should he fight next? I like Borjas versus that Maxim. I think that fight makes a lot of sense. I think it'd be a pretty good fight, and I think he's earned a big step up like that. So let's see Borjas versus another fraud in that Maxim, and see how he does. So, great one for Borjas, great fraud checking to be in the main card, and the only Mexican on the card to lose. Good job, Lazy Boy. You fucking dummy. After that, we go to our second fight of the main card in the bantamweight? I keep forgetting what weight class this fight is in the bantamweight division. Not gonna waste a lot of time here because what there to say. And then our second fight of the main card at 135, we had David Martinez versus Saimon Oliveira. Well, this is about what you should do when you get handed Saimon Oliveira. Yeah. Long story short, they did a little bit of they did a lot of striking. That's all that happened, and eventually Dave Martinez landed a beautiful counter right hand, hurt Saimon. Eventually kneed him to the ground. A little bit of ground and pound, and it was over. David Martinez first round knockout. Excuse me. Yeah, you should do this against Saimon Oliveira. It's pretty simple. Like, excuse me, goddamn. I can't really say anything else. You should do this against Saimon Oliveira if you have any talent. So, good job, Martinez. Pretty fucking simple. Beautiful counter right hand. A nice knee up the middle to drop him and some ground and pound. All you need. Good job. All I gotta say. To talk about each fighter real quick, for David Martinez, great debut, but kind of an asterisk on it, because, again, Simon Oliveira sucks. But good job. It's kind of the same thing with Ateba. Like, you didn't prove anything in your debut. You looked good, you got a nice finish, but you didn't really prove anything, so we'll give it time. Yeah, he had good striking. He's a really good striker, really good counters, really fast, powerful. I think he's better than his sister, Melissa Martinez, and we'll see how far this guy can go in the UFC, so about that simple. It truly is about that simple. So you didn't really prove anything, but yeah, probably the guy you fought in Contender Series was probably better. So yeah, pretty fucking simple. And then talk about Simon Oliveira. I'll keep it short and sweet. Cut him. 0-3 in the UFC. Took a 2-year break. Why you even kept him that long, I don't know. But 2-year break. Looked awful in his return. Looked the worst he has in his return. And it's time to cut him. So, see ya, Simon. You fucking sucked. And I mean, I got a contract to begin with off a split decision win. But now it doesn't matter. You went 0-3. Yes, against decent fighters, but losses are losses. Goodbye. See you later. All I'm left to say now is, who should they fight next? I don't know if I'm gonna give David Martinez a fight idea. Because, again, it's kind of the same thing I said with fucking MarQuel Mederos. What do you want me to do when you beat a guy who sucks? At least Martinez looked impressive. Where do they have Martinez ranked again? 85th. Who could he fight? I'll figure and give him a step up. But I think most guys are a step up from fucking what's his face? Goddamn Simon Oliveira. You give him Dan Argueta, you could give him fucking I don't think you give him any of these guys. So yeah, I think all of these guys are a little bit like pushing it. So you probably give him another tomato can to beat up and look decent against, and then you really start building him up. So you give him like Kazama or some bullshit like that. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't see anything, because I think they're probably just gonna give him another terrible fighter to beat up. So that's what I think. So you can only go up from Simon Oliveira. We'll see if that's true. So not very much to say. Good win for Martinez. Great debut, as you should have, against Simon Oliveira. And who should he fight next? At this moment, I don't know, because again, not easy to fight on Fight Idea, because you beat Simon Oliveira. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna go up, but how high do the UFC want to push you? So I think he probably fights another tomato can and then gets a real fight, but we'll see if I'm right. Maybe I'll have him in Fight Ideas later when I tweet it out, but I don't know. And what I do know is, good debut, Martinez, even though, again, take with a grain of salt. And yeah, cut Simon Oliveira. It's that simple. Time to get the fuck out of here. So yeah, pretty simple, not much to say, and good one for David Martinez. Even though, again, so a tomato can, a win is a win, and he got that win. Good shit, David. I'm not gonna waste time on this garbage. As in our third fight of the main card, we head to we stay at bantamweight for a fight that was pathetic, as we had Raul Rosas Jr. versus Vince Morales. Not gonna waste your time. Raul Rosas cuddled him for 15 minutes and won. I think Morales won round 3. I fucking left to go do something, because I don't care. I'm not gonna waste time. Vince Morales, I feel bad, because he just fought a better prospect a month ago in Elijah Smith. Though this was unfair to him to begin with. Raul Rosas is not good. I don't care what anyone says. He's only 20. He's not fucking good. Who has he beat? Richie Lang and Ricky Torcios? Ooh. This guy's not fucking good. He's terrible. I pray they give him a big fight, like fucking a top 15 guy, or he give him Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt would smack his ugly ass chin into the 6th row. So, you know, that might be the fight. Yeah, Raul Rosas is fucking pathetic, and not even gonna waste time giving him a fight idea. Not even gonna waste time talking about this fight. This kid's a joke. It's that simple. This kid is a fucking joke, and I'm not gonna waste time talking about him. He doesn't deserve it. He's done nothing to earn it. He's not good. He can't strike. He has weak grappling. He's boring, and he's not good. I don't care that he's only 20 years old. Or give him time. You've been in the UFC for 2 years, and you've done nothing. You beat tomato cans, and you lost to one. Raul Rosas is a joke. This fight was a joke. This shit should have been on the fucking prelims. This dude's not good. Fuck it. You wanna know a better prospect in that division? Right here. This guy's better. Fucking Elijah Smith is better. There's so many better prospects in that division that deserve the hype this kid has. This guy's a fucking joke. Fucking Christ, man. His catchphrase is fucking just a dumber version of Shama. He's not talented. He can't beat anyone with talent. I can't wait to be proven right. Please, UFC, give him a big fight. Give him a top 15 dude. Give him fucking Marcus McGee. Give him Cody Garbrandt. Give him fucking Ricky Simone. Give him anybody. He has no fucking chance. Mark my words. He's not good. After that, we go to our 4th fight of the main card, the fight that benefited the most from Joe Pyfer's cancellation, because this all got moved up from the featured prelim to the main card, as we head back to flyweight for the 2nd and not the last time. And then our 4th fight of the main card, we're back to real fighters, but as we have Edgar Cháirez versus CJ Vergara. Well, this was a quick club and sub. Long story short, they did a little bit of striking. Eventually, Edgar hurt CJ, knocked him down, jumped on his back, and submitted him. Yeah, not pretty much what happened in the Ramzan Tamirov fight against CJ, but he didn't get subbed. He got knocked out there. This time, he got dropped and subbed. Yeah, CJ's chin has been fucking gone, so... But great, quick win for Edgar Cháirez. Dude looked great, and yeah, can't really say much else. Quick 2.5 minute club and sub. He dropped him, subbed him, won. Great, best he's looked in the UFC. I don't. Do you want me to elaborate more? I don't got much else to say, so I'm still pissed off from that Raul Rosas bullshit, so. But, yeah, not much to say. We'll talk about the fighters now. We'll talk about the winner, Edgar Cháirez, first. This dude's really good. Like, I'm happy he's finally starting to get recognition, because the dude's 2 losses in the UFC are Tatsuro Taira and Joshua Van, and he did good in those fights. Let alone on Contender Series, he lost to Clayton Carpenter, who, yeah, I know got fraud checked, but at the time, people were high on. This dude's good. Is he going to be top 15? I don't think so. But I think he could be top 20, 25 in that division. He's very good. He's lengthy, he has good power, he's tough, he has good ground game, he has good striking. This dude's good. This dude's really fucking good, and I think this dude can go far. I think that he could really give a lot of... He's already given 2 pretty big name guys a tough fight. So, who else could he... He might beat some guys we wouldn't expect him to beat. He's pretty fucking good. He's well-rounded, he's tough, he's good everywhere. This guy's gonna be a problem. He's tall. He's the size of a goddamn bantamweight. So, this dude's good. I'm happy for Cháirez. He deserved a fight like this after he's been given some tough-ass fights. And we're gonna see what he does next. So, gonna be very interesting. A beautiful club and sub here, and we're gonna see what he does next. hopefully you can get that step up in competition, but not to the top 15 guy, but not a tomato can. You deserve that middle ground, which I guess TJ Vergara is kind of that, but a better than that. So good win for Edgar Cháirez, man. Dude's really good. To talk about CJ Vergara, not a lot to say. It's time. He's 33 years old, and it's time to cut him. 3 in a row, yes, versus good fighters and a Surambayev, but yeah, it's time. How you made it this long after missing weight 3 times, I don't know, but then you lost 2 fights in a row in round 1, so yeah, it's time to cut CJ. He had a good UFC run. He had a really nice little Daniel Arceda fight was amazing, but outside of that, yeah, it's time. He was a quick in and out the UFC guy. Looked good on Contender Series, came into UFC, didn't really get going, even though he did fight a lot of tough guys outside of the rankings, and they're like debuts and shit, so couldn't really catch a break. 3 and 7 or 3 and 5 in UFC, and yeah, time to cut him. So sorry CJ, but it's time, brother. Good run, and we'll see you probably in PFO. See you, CJ. Unlucky, man. Ramazan and Edgar Cháirez back to back. That's so unfair. Speaking of Edgar, who should he fight next? He should get a pretty good fight here. Not top 15, of course, but he should get a pretty decent fight here. I think he's earned something along those lines. No. A rematch of Clay and Carpenter, that would be kind of funny. The bad thing, everyone like higher up in the rankings, kinda, or even outside the top 15, already really has a fight. The Energy should fight Lima. Esteban. Who did I say Esteban should fight? Did I give Esteban a fight? If not, I don't mind him against fucking Edgar Cháirez, but I think I gave him a fight. Durden's probably gonna fight Tim Elliott, so that kind of leaves a few, like, I don't want to see Edgar fight. No, I think that's a bad fight for him. But I'm just not seeing a lot for Edgar at the moment. I'm gonna take another pause and go. Did I give Esteban a fight idea? Let's see what card. Did he just fight on? Kenya Rodríguez. Okay, I'll be right back. Gonna pause recording and go see who if I didn't give him a fight idea, then Edgar Cháirez and Rafael Esteban is the fight. Okay, I did give Esteban a fight idea. But the good news is, it was Al Nascimento who's already booked, so Edgar Cháirez, Rafael Esteban, book it. I think that's a really good fight. Because outside of that, who else would Edgar fight? Everyone else seems like a step down. Like Borjas, I saw someone say, but I don't like it. And then who? Carpenter rematch is silly. Felipe dos Santos is a step backwards. He's not gonna fight a guy like Lonnie or Lima. So yeah, Esteban. I liked it. I like it. I think it's a really good fight. I think Edgar's earned a fight like that. I might pick Edgar to win that fight. And yeah, let's do it. Edgar Cháirez, Rafael Esteban, book it. Works for me. Nascimento was booked because that's who I said Esteban should fight. So let's see it. Esteban, Edgar Cháirez, book it. And again for CJ Vergara, I do think he should get cut. So sorry CJ, but that's just how the cookie's gonna crumble, I guess. So good UFC run, but just got a lot of bad luck. The dude fought Tatsuro Taira, Ramazan Tamirov. One, they were unranked, like prospects. That's fucked up. But bad luck, buddy. See ya, CJ. Enjoy PFO or wherever the fuck you go. And for Edgar, great win. Let's see him against Rafael Esteban. I think that'd be a good fight. Let's see if he can take someone's O. Good fight. Good quick club and sub. And good win for Edgar Cháirez, making the most of the main card spotlight thanks to Joe Pyfer. After that, we go to our co-main event of the evening. Not gonna say a lot here because this fight was sad. And then our co-main event of the evening, we head to the lightweight division one last time tonight for a fight between Manuel Torres versus Drew Dober. Drew Dober is washed. It's official. He's washed. Long story short, since this fight was super short, Torres dropped him. Dober tried to grab a leg to survive. That didn't work. He ate like 25 hammer fists to the head, and the fight was eventually stopped by Mike Beltran. Good stoppage, saving Dober from fucking head trauma that he already has. And yeah, Dober is washed. God damn it. Why does Drew Dober gotta be washed? Can we not have anything good in this sport? It's sad. But it happens. What can you do, man? What can you really do? I feel bad for Drew Dober, but age got him. 36 years old, taking a lot of damage. He's closer to 66 years old. And, yeah, I feel bad for him, so. Yeah, I still think Manny sucks, but Drew Dober is washed, so what can you do? Sucks, but that's life, that's MMA. Pain. Not gonna say much about the fighters. For Manny, again, I still don't think he's that good, but, you know, you beat up a washed Drew Dober. Good job. We'll see what he does next. We'll see what he does next. Pretty much as simple as I can make that statement. For Drew Dober, like I said, it sucks, but he is washed. 36 years old now. 3-5 losing streak. A guy like losing to guys he would have beat 5-6 years ago, like Favola and Torres. I don't know if he should retire, but he's right on the doorstep of the retirement, because he's 36 years old, closer to 67 years old in fight age, and yeah, his chin's gone, his durability's gone, he's just washed. So sucks, because it sucks he's not gonna get to break the KO record at lightweight, because he deserves it, but looks like him and Dustin will be linked together as that number 1 spot with 9 KOs until someone down the line maybe breaks it. So, man, who doesn't like Drew Dober? Why does he have to be washed? That's so bullshit. But that's the fight game. Father Time will never lose, and this time it caught Drew Dober. God damn it. The only thing left to say is, who should they fight next? For Manny Torres, I'm not sure. You're not going to give him a big step up. You're going to give him another guy who's not a crazy... You're going to give him... I don't think you're going to give him a step up, but you give him somebody. I think I already know who I'm going to say, because I think someone had the perfect fight idea already. Tim and Terrence McKinney would be fun, but McKinney has to fight Chris Duncan already. Speak as a devil, I think him and Matt Favola would make a lot of sense. Favola, another pretty old dude, he can kind of put the final nail in. Because outside of that, I don't think he's earned a fight against any of these guys. Maybe Bobby Green, but I don't really love that idea. Picard Close is old, but I think he might win that fight, to be honest. So probably Favola, because I'm not outside of Favola, who. Again, Terrence McKinney would be fun, but he already has it to fight, so I doubt he would fight Zoe Huber. And then who else is there? So I like that Matt Favola fight. I think that makes a lot of sense. I feel like I said Favola should fight a while ago, but I think that whoever it was, I think they already have booked again. So I would be down to see Bobby Green and Matt Favola, but I doubt that happened. So let's see Manny and Matt Favola. I guess Manny's just going to clear out the old guard of the unranked guys at 155. So let's see it. Favola, Manny Torres. Yeah, sorry Matt, but you're getting KO'd again pretty badly, so sucks, but what can you do? Manny Favola, book it on that Noche card later in the year. Aside that, not really much else to say. Fad fight, not even that great of a KO. Also, it was a TKO more than a KO, but it was a good stoppage. I know Dober didn't like it, but it was a good stoppage. And who should Manny fight next? I think he should fight Matt Favola. Makes sense. You want to build Torres back up, you keep having him KO these names, but they're pretty old named, and that's that. For Dober, yeah, you don't cut him, and he didn't retire, but you give him one more fight. If he loses the next fight, especially by KO, you cut him, or he retires. But you give him one more fight against who? I don't know. That we'll cross that bridge when we get there. What I know now is great. Dober's watched. It's not a great win. Fuck Manny Torres for doing this to our boy. Whatever. Torres, Frivola, book it, and that's that. God damn it, Drew Dober's washed. Pain. And now for the main event of the evening. We head back to flyweight one last time for Mexico's favorite son. In his main event, his first win at home, as we ended UFC Mexico 2025 with Brandon Moreno versus Steve Erceg. Well, this fight was predictable and not that good, in my opinion. I thought the fight was kind of forgettable. For 25 minutes, Moreno was the better fighter. Long story cut very short. Like, you being nice, you could give Erceg round 3. I do think he won round 3. Maybe round 2 if you're being super generous. Outside of that, Moreno easily beat him. So, for predictable fight. Like, it was not. I think the Albazi fight was better. Like, I thought this fight was kind of whatever. A lot of swinging and hitting air, or hitting and not a lot of power behind it, so not a bad fight by any means, but a meh fight. It was not amazing. It's nothing you're gonna be like, oh man, remember that fight? Like, no, it was nowhere close to a fight of the night, and it was a Brand Moreno fight. It was not bad, but is it gonna be something you remember? Not really. So. Good win for Moreno. Happy he got his first win at home. Mexico's favorite son. He's more popular and better than Canelo. Thank you. And good win for Moreno. In a pretty predictable fight. Like, literally nothing shocking happened in this fight at all. So, as predictable as it gets. Talk about each fighter real quick. Not gonna say much, because nothing has changed from probably what I said in the breakdown. For Moreno, yeah, nice 2 wins in a row, but what does it mean until Cantoja loses the belt officially? So he's kind of just spinning his tires, praying Kai Car-France beats Cantoja. If that doesn't happen, he's sitting on the sidelines waiting, so we'll see. He's still got it. He's still very good, but until Cantoja loses that belt, Moreno is really just spinning his tires, doing nothing, wasting his time more than anything. So you're not getting a title shot against Cantoja. No one wants to see you lose to him for the 4th goddamn time. So it's that simple. And then for Steve Erceg, God, this dude can't catch a break. You win the belt, and then you lose to Kai Car-France and Brandon fucking Moreno. Give this dude a goddamn layup. God damn it. He's earned it. So, I feel for Steve. He won the belt and fell off. He peaked, and now he's kind of pitting. Now he cracked his ceiling, and now he's falling back down. So, we'll see what happens with Erceg. It was probably stupid of him to take this fight, to be honest. So, but he said yes, and he paid the consequences. We'll see what happens, and give him a layup. God damn it! He won the belt, and then he gave Kai and Moreno. You dirty motherfuckers! Fuck you, UFC. Outside of that, not really much else to say. Who should they fight next? I don't know. For Moreno, he probably is gonna fight Manel Kape. I don't see why he wouldn't. It makes the most sense. The bad thing, that kind of leaves Brand Royval kind of just sitting there doing nothing. So, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. Jesus. So, Kape, Moreno, and Royval are all in this weird-ass pile where who's doing what. So, that's gonna be interesting to see how they figure that out. And then for Steve Erceg, you have them fight like Alex Perez or Tim Elliott or Bruno's or like fucking Asakura or something like that. Give them a win. Don't give them goddamn Tatsuo Taira or goddamn I don't know, Temerov. Give them a win. Fucking, like I said, Perez or Elliott or Silva or Asakura. Give them a layup. So it's that simple. Don't fuck over Usyk again. So it's that simple. Not very much else to say. Speaking of simple, this fight was simple. We all knew what was going to happen. Moreno was going to win a 25-minute decision. He did. And it was pretty forgettable. Again, I think Albazi Moreno was a better fight, so take that as you will. What I do know is that's about all I gotta say about this fight. Really don't got a fight idea for either, because who knows what Moreno's going to be doing. Because him, Royval, and Copper in this weird triangle to see who gets the next title shot after Kai Kara. And Usyk deserves a layup, so you give him, like I said, Alex Perez or some bullshit like that. So something along those lines to give him a win and get him back on track. So yeah, outside of that, I don't really got anything else to add. Forgettable main event, nothing special. It was okay, I guess, and yeah, not very much else to say. Happy Mexico's favorite son finally got a win at home. Now he is 1-2-1 in Mexico. Good for him. Finally, I can say, yeah, I lied about recaps being shorter. Boom. That was the card to go over how I did on picks. 9 of 12, 5 perfect to 7, or 575. The only ones I got wrong were Dober. I still stand by. I thought he could have won that fight. Lazy Boy, who didn't pick Lazy Boy, and Julia Polastri was biased, so I knew she was going to lose, so if I picked unbiasedly, it'd be 10 of 12. So, I'll take it. I'm happy. The bonuses went to Torres, Cháirez, Martinez, and Gautier. I think Polastri, Loopy got robbed of fight of the night, so... But I agree with the rest, I guess. So kind of hard to disagree with that. Second to last thing, if you missed a card, what would I say you should go back and rewatch? I'd say Jamall Emmers, the third round of Godinez Polastri. Costa, if you want, it wasn't that great. Ateba for sure. Borjas was good. Martinez, skip Rosas, Cháirez, and then you could probably end there. Like, I know that's what I would watch. I'd rewatch Emmers, the third round of Polastri, Ateba, Borjas, Martinez, and Cháirez. But Mederos was ass, García was not great, Costa was okay, Rosas was shit, Torres was okay, and Moreno was okay. So, a little bit to rewatch, but what can you do? Still better than nothing. And lastly, as always, let's end with who's on the chopping block. I say Jose Medina, Simon Oliveira, and CJ Vergara. Medina, 0-2, shouldn't have been signed to begin with. Simon Oliveira, 0-3, CJ Vergara, 3 in a row. Enough said. Hubbard, I wish, but I doubt it. Miranda, I don't know. It's a possibility he gets cut. Pichel has earned one more fight, in my opinion. No. C-Rod, I wish, but no. Lazy Boy, you know, I wouldn't be shocked. Dana probably fucking hates him. Morales probably should get cut, but I doubt. I feel bad for him, so I'm not. I think he's been fucked over, so fuck you. I'm not gonna cut him. Dober, you give one more fight. Usyk, of course not. So, and that's UFC Mexico. Medina, Vergara, and Oliveira get cut, and that's all I gotta say about that. UFC Mexico in the books. I lied about recaps being shorter. My bad. Yeah, fuck that. Recaps are gonna be as long as I want them to be. So, if you don't like it, I don't care. What I do know is I enjoyed this card. I thought the card was good. The only bad fights on it was probably Mederos, everything, and Rafa García wasn't amazing. Oh, and Raul Rosas was terrible. Besides that, everything else was pretty good. So I can't really think much to complain about. very little. It was a pretty good card, and I enjoyed it. We got some finishes, which is more than we could say with London last week, and again, I enjoyed it. So now we head back to the Apex for UFC Vegas. Who gives a fuck? Emmett versus Murphy. That card is fucking dreadful, but I will be breaking that down Friday, 1 p.m. EST, as always. And, yeah, I'll be recapping that sometime on Sunday. And no, it won't be a shorter recap, because fuck that, I'll talk for as long as I like. So, yeah. Outside of that, not really much else to say. Yeah, I hope you, besides, I guess, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. 100 subs goal by the end of 2025. And unless I'm forgetting to say something, which I don't think I am, talked about recaps not being shorter. I lied, my bad. Talked about next week's card. Talked about I enjoyed this card. I think that's everything off the list. So unless I'm forgetting something, which I doubt it. As always, RX out. Good vibes only.